right, guys, we got Greg REITZ live once again. It's Friday, a late afternoon, early evening in Fresno, California. EXP Realty of California Incorporated in Fresno. We've got another podcast. I do them every Tuesdays and Fridays. I'm going to do another live one Saturday morning with a new agent that we brought on. We brought two new agents on the REITZ team that did this week from other companies. One of them was Keller Williams, a capper from Southern California, and another one from an independent brokerage. So welcome aboard, guys. We'll have that podcast and that introduction to that agent tomorrow, the 18th, Saturday morning. Today, we're going to talk about goal setting, real estate goal setting for 2022. Guys, I can't tell you how much this means. I've been through many years of coaching, over 16 years in the real estate industry. I started as a light to medium and then went to high producing to about 10, 12 years ago and have been on fire ever since. Coaching and goal setting is huge. Without a goal and a business plan, how to get there, how are you really going to get there? You're just going to go in circles. Okay, so I'm going to help you today. I'm going to give you value on what I do, which works for the top agents in the industry on goal setting and how to get there. Goal setting with a business plan. So here we go. This is going to take about 8 minutes. Let's go through it. Okay, goal setting in real estate is the number one thing to do every year at the end of the year before you start your new year, and a plan and process how to get there. When you're setting a goal, you want to start with a 5-year goal. So make a 5-year goal. Examples. In 5 years, I see myself in my real estate business in my life having X amount of income coming in, a couple investment properties, X amount in the bank. I'm going to have a small real estate team or my own office, or be in a good situation as a top producer with another company like EXP or other. So vision that 5-year goal. What is that 5-year goal? How many transactions do you want to close each year to hit your 5-year goal? Where do you want your income level to be, and what investments will you have? Those are good thoughts to create your 5-year goal. Then your 1-year goal, go down to 1-year goal. What is your 1-year goal? Now your 1-year goal has to turn into your 5-year goal. So to hit your 5-year goal, let's say your 5-year goal in real estate in your life is to, on an income level, is to have making $500,000 a year. Let's pick a number. And if that's what it is, then you have to have your 1-year goal to max that 5-year goal. So in 5 years, you don't want to have to produce $2.5 million and let's say have 5 real estate investment properties. So you have to have a 1-year goal to build on that to hit your 5-year goal. So your 1-year goal might say, I want my 1-year goal to be $500,000, but maybe your first year is $250 and you merge up from there. So I want my 1-year goal to be $500,000. I want to close 65 real estate transactions in 1 year. And I want my monthly goal to be 1/12 of that, right? Which is then, let's say, 5 transactions per month, 5 to 6 transactions per month will get you the 65. And then I want my weekly goal to be 1.25 transactions closed per month on average. So that's an oversight of how to do your 5-year, 1-year, monthly, and weekly goal. It goes right down to the day. You have to have the daily discipline, because if you don't do the daily discipline, the calls that you need to make, the appointments you need to go on, the contracts you need to write for offers for sellers and buyers, how are you going to hit your weekly, monthly, yearly, or 5-year goal? It's not going to happen. So make a business plan to do that. That's what I'm here to help you with today. Okay. That being said, let's say the business plan is 65 transactions a year. I want to close 65 transactions this year to hit my 5-year goal. My income then goal this year to hit my 1-year and my 5-year goal, my 1-year goal income then would need to be $500,000 to hit the 2.5 in 5 years, right? Okay. So how am I going to do that? Your business plan will be divided into 5 parts. They are: recap your previous year's production if you have that. Take a look at that. What could you do better? Specific 2022 production goals, which is what we're going over right now. The numbers required to achieve those goals, which we'll do here shortly. My daily schedule and my challenges and solutions to get through those. So to hit 65 closed transactions at $500,000 in the year 2022, you would need 65 closed sales. You'll need to figure out your average gross commission, which would be based on the purchase price and the percentage of each sale. So let's say it was 300,000, 2.5%, right? That'd be $7,500 gross commission for each sale. And that should 65 times that would be your gross commission. Then you'd say, how many of those do I want to be listings? And how many of those do I want to be buyers? Well, I want 30 of those to be listings, okay? And I want 35 of those to be buyers. 30 and 35 is 65. So again, 30 of those to be listings and 35 to be buyers. Then you'll have to have your listings taken goal. Well, the listing appointments, to have 30 closed sales in listings, you're probably going to need about 45 listing appointments, about 12 to 15 more than the 30. So let's say 42 to 45 listing appointments. And then you're going to take the listings. You're probably going to take about 38 of those listings, 35 to 38, in which 30 of them will sell. Pretty similar ratio to what goes on in the market after an average agent. So calculate the amount of listings you want, how many listings appointments you're going to need. You're going to need, which is, let's say, 42. You're going to take 38 listings, and you're 36 to 38 listings, and you're going to close 30 of them. On the buying side, I want 35 buyer closes, you say. Great. Then you just go on those appointments, you write the contracts, and you track how many listings and how many buyers you have put in the contract and close. You're going to close, probably 85 to 90% of the listings you take and 85 to 90% of the buyers you put in contract. 85% is a good ratio to go by. So that's how you would break that down to your yearly goal. Then you have to calculate how many hours I'm willing to put. A lot of people say, well, I want to make $1 million a year. Great. Are you willing to put the time, the effort, the energy, the lead generation systems, the work ethic? And are you willing to sacrifice going out to dinner, going to other places when other agents are taking off to hit that goal? Think about that first, because that's the reality. Pie in the sky, I'm going to make $1 million. I want to make 750. I want to make $1.5 million. Come on. What's it going to take to do that? How much are you willing to sacrifice and put into this before you make a goal? To make a worthy and honest, realistic goal, you have to know what you're willing to put into it and what you're willing to sacrifice to get that goal. Okay? So let's say you're willing to work 54 hours a week. Your normal job is 40. So you're willing to put another day and a half in. So 54 hours a week. I'm willing to work 5.5 days a week to 6. So Monday through Saturday, half a day Saturday, all day Saturday, take Sundays off, hypothetically. So if I'm willing to work 5.5 days a week at 54 hours a week, that's about 9 hours a day. Prospecting goal, meaning the leads and the buyers and sellers I'm going to call every day, Monday through Thursday or 4 days a week, I'm going to make phone calls for 2 hours a day. And I'm going to do that 170 days a year. That way you can hit those appointments you need to hit, to write the contracts you need to write, to close the transactions you need to close. So it breaks down to that calling time also. And you need to call 5 to 6 people, an hour and get people on the phone. So the numbers required to hit your goals, I just went over them. 65 closed transactions at over $500,000 gross commission income. We went over you're going to need 85% closing ratio. You're going to need to take about 42 to 45 listing appointments. You're going to list between 36 and 38 listings. You're going to close 30 of them. On the buying side, you're just going to set those buyer appointments, go on appointments, write those contracts. Easier way to calculate that for the buying side. You're going to need to close 35 of those, okay? You're going to need to work about 4 days a week on phone calls, where you're really putting that daily schedule away for your phone calls to set those appointments. And you're going to make 5 to 6 contacts per hour. Guys, after all that said, you need to make your daily schedule. I'm looking down here on my notes. So here's the daily schedule. I want to put this on the screen. See, it's right there. Daily schedule. Stay on schedule to achieve your goal. It has every half hour all the way down to 7 o'clock at night, later if you need to. To hit your weekly goal, your monthly, your yearly, and your 5-year goal, you have to have a daily schedule as those hours I just showed you. Once again, there it is. Fill that in. So my daily schedule in the morning is wake up at 4:30, my 5 a.m. call, 5:30 to 7:30, I'm in the gym, showering, I'm getting over to the office by 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock to 8:30, I prepare for the day, get everything staged ready, and start making my calls by 8:30. 8:30 to 10:30, approximately, sometimes 11, I'm in phone calls. I shut my door. I have a prospecting stop sign on my door that says stop prospecting, do not enter. I don't want any interruptions during my call times. And then at 10:30 or 11, when I'm done with those calls, then I get in with the team, my admin. We come in, we start talking about transactions, updating, buyers, sellers, leads, clients, things like that that need to be dealt with. By 11:30, we are done. And I check my email, text, and phone calls from 11:30 to 12:30. And then after that, I put together me and my administrative coordinator, we put together Kylie Wrights, we put together our listing and buyer packages, make appointments for the day, and go on appointments until the appointments are done. That could be 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. I do what it takes to hit the goals that I want to hit. Remember, you have to have the right mindset, do what it takes to get the numbers that you want, and be honest about what you're willing to give up and sacrifice to make that happen. That being said, if I don't have any appointments for the day, which is rare, but there is a times that I may not have any afternoon appointments. What do you think I do? I don't go home. I don't go play. I don't go have coffee. I sit here and I make more calls to set more appointments so that I can make up that difference to have those appointments set. Guys, that's what it really comes down to right there. A daily schedule, a 5-year, a 1-year, a monthly, and a weekly goal to hit your numbers. Each one is based on each other, all the way from the daily schedule to the calls, to the appointments, to the weekly uh, closings, appointments that you need that I just went through, to your monthly, to your yearly, to your 5-year. And a quick cap on a monthly to close 65 deals here, you're going to need to close 5 to 6 transactions a month, which means you're going to have to close about 1 to 1.25 transactions per week to hit the 5 to 6 per month. And in order to hit the 65 per year, in order to hit your 5-year goal of all those closings and the mass income that you want to give you the lifestyle that you want. You can have anything that you want. If you're willing to work for it, then you deserve it. Put into real estate what it takes. Only 5% of us are ruling the majority of the market because we're willing to stay late. Right now, it's already late. Most people have went home. I'm here working. Why? Because I want to produce at a high level, take care of my clients at the highest level, and I'm willing to sacrifice and do what it takes to get to where I want to be. You have the same potential in you. Guys, if you want any of these forms, business plan, goal setting, daily schedule, I have them all right here. They're simple 1 to 2 page forms, very easy to use. I simplified all my systems. It's great and easy to use. No commitment. I'll simply email it to you. Take a picture of it, text it to you. Give me a call, text me, Greg Wrights, Wrights Real Estate Team, EXP, Fresno, California. My number is 559-260-1777. Let's go. Make that business plan, make that goal, and I'll help you get there. Merry Christmas to everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow with the new agent introduction. It's going to be great. Merry Christmas. Bye now.